It started out small. The guy who always volunteered, always said yes, never wanted to let anyone down. I was the friend who babysat free of charge. The coworker who stayed late for unpaid overtime. The child who asked how I was doing last even though I never really was okay. Over time, people began to depend on me. My boss leaned on me during project chaos. Friends leaned on me when they were upset. And family leaned on me every holiday for emotional labor and all the logistics. I would show up, smile and nod. Take notes, give advice. And leave feeling hollow and exhausted. But seeing them get through their rough patches made me feel useful. And usefulness felt better than anything else. In college, I was the guy texting, "I'm here," at midnight before an exam. Printing resumes for everyone applying to jobs. In group chats at 2 a.m. telling people, "You got this." I poured my time and energy into that role because it filled a deep wound in me. This desperate need to feel seen and valuable. And for a long time, that worked. But things started to shift, subtly at first. My weekends were filled with other people's emergencies. "Can you pick me up?" Texts at 8 p.m. "Can we talk?" Calls at 3 a.m. I never minded. Until my phone refused to wake up that night when I needed it. I needed someone too, and it rang and faded into silence. My chest hurt. I had no one. No one was calling me. I pretended it didn't hurt. I pretended I was fine. At work, an always busy schedule became its own anchor. My coworkers started noticing that I never left early. Never went to lunch, and never took a mental health day. I smiled and said, "I've got this," even when my knee hurt. My back ached and my head pounded. When I finally took a sick day, I came back to stacks of unread messages, disappointing project updates, and complete silence about where I was or if I was okay. My manager called me in to ask, "Are you in trouble? What happened?" As if I had failed, not as if I needed help. That moment hit me like a freight train. I realized that people didn't care so much about me but about what I did. They didn't ask where I'd been, they needed the tasks I had done. I realized they didn't miss me, they missed the empty seat I filled. That weekend, I looked at my phone and couldn't name one person I was close enough to call. I had supported so many people, but there was no one to support me. No one texted to check in, not even my closest friends. I cried in the shower because the irony was so raw it stung. I had been a lighthouse in a storm for years. But no one had built a lighthouse for me. That's when I called my therapist, the one I had resistively started seeing 6 months earlier but never kept appointments with. I broke down over the phone as soon as I answered. I cried and sobbed. I told her I was lost, ashamed, burned out. I realized I didn't know how to receive care, only how to give it. She said something I'll never forget: "You can't pour from an empty cup."